What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 60 plus Civ AI only world battle. Sorry, my voice is gone apparently. I've just tried to record a new series about 6 times and each time it's gone wrong. So, very at the end of the day in terms of this. I'm going to try and do one more after this and then that'll be that. But yeah, if you wonder why there wasn't a video this morning, basically I just couldn't get it to work, so I just gave up. No, I didn't give up. I'm waiting for some support on what to do. I don't want to just start something else for no reason, and I just don't have time to switch something. I said it's going to happen. If we go to 3 a day, it's going to be plenty of times where I just have to cut one, and it's going to be more of an often thing. Like, it's not going to be... It'll be more flexible. I'll just do it. I won't make a big thing out of it. If I just have to cut it a couple of days or whatever, I will. And that's basically what happened. Greece v Burundi has broken out, so that's interesting. Russia has joined the war against New Zealand. Not sure what their goal is there. Interesting one, to say the least. Don't even know if they've actually met each other. I imagine there's still fog of war between those two. So that's quite a funny one, I guess. They've all met through the World's Congress, but they haven't met physically. I imagine a lot of them have got some very weird looking views of the map into what they can actually see, which I never really take into account in these games. We always moan at the AI for not making the smart decisions, but obviously you've got to bear in mind, they can't see everything. They don't know all the numbers, they can't see all the units, they don't have what we have. I mean, I'm guessing they might do, to be honest. Sometimes they do make some questionable decisions when they're destroying me in my games, so maybe they do know what's going on. Indonesia v Burundi now, not sure again how that will have an impact. I think Burundi this might be the safest city in the world ever. Till planes come along, it is very much going to stay Burundi's. I mean, there's artillery here now, which is going to hurt, but there's only one. And they're only going to get like 2 there, so it's not going to collapse. Looks like Benin will be eliminated in the coming turns. They just went. I don't know if the Congo have been already. If it's alphabetical, nope, it's not alphabetical, so they might be saved. We'll find out very soon. Chinook, so eliminated the Shoshone. I think they went to war with Australia. Don't know where the Jar are heading to. That'll be interesting to follow. I think they are at war with the Inca, so they might be going after Hawaii, maybe. But yeah, the Chinook was at war with Australia. Australia's now gone after New Zealand too. I mean, Australia's already fighting Arabia and the Chinook. They're getting a bit brave, and there you go. Congo does eliminate Benin. Another Civ gone, and another city for the Congo. They're still doing okay. I'm surprised Rhodesia and Zulu haven't really had any big wars. That doesn't really make sense, but whatever. They can just do what they want. Britain's got Madrid into the yellow. That's before this turn, so I don't know where it will be after this turn. We'll find out in just a second. Still in the a little bit. Okay, yeah. So this should fall in the coming turns. Spain will likely also be eliminated this episode. Another Civ dumped out of it. There's still so many. There's just under 40 I think left now. Still pretty impressive to be this late into the game and have 40 civs left, and it still runs. Very, very impressive. There was some suggestions in the comments last episode, I think, that said next time to use more settlers, which is what I'm going to do for like the islands. I don't think that justification works for the whole game, because everyone filled the map up anyway. Giving everyone more settlers is not really going to have a difference, although I was also asked to put deity on next time, which I might try next. Yeah, I'll probably try next time as well, which I think gives them a free settler anyway. So there's kind of a balance in there that it's going to happen, just through me putting on deity, I guess. But yeah, I don't think putting settlers on individually, giving everyone extra ones, giving specific civs extra ones I could get behind for the the islands and stuff. And then the other suggestion was more resources, which I kind of understand. And I guess I could do that. I mean, yeah, don't see why not. If I remember, that should happen. It's obviously just, again, balancing. If one civ gets really big, it really doesn't matter where I put the resources, kind of thing. Mayans pieced out. Obviously, if I give everyone, I have to give everyone resources at the same time as well. So if I give them all the horses at the start, I'll give them the uranium. And obviously at the start that doesn't seem like a lot, but if I just fill the map with uranium, it's probably not the best idea. But we'll see. We will see for the next one. There's a lot of things to consider. I've been asked to remove mountains again, which is something I used to do. a fair amount. I'm not sure how keen I am on it anymore. I do understand it, but there's certain mountains I feel like you can't move. Like if you move the Himalayas, we may as well just play on a random map. Like, you know, I don't know. It's kind of how I view it. But we'll see. Greece pieced out with Siam. Didn't even know that was going on. That is a weird one. Mayans v the Aztecs. That will not really... I mean, that's kind of cool, but neither of them are strong enough to take the other one out. The Corral are in it as well. Yeah, that won't be too successful for them, I'm afraid. Just don't really see them having much luck there. Brazil, Indonesia. What are you guys doing? What are you up to? Doing anything? Not really. Poland's turn. Zulu. Poland, do they? They are still... Okay, they're going to try and go for Spain. I think it's going to be too late. By the time they get over here, I imagine Britain will have grabbed it fairly soon. We'll see. How's New Zealand getting on? Oh, they're going after Sydney. Could you imagine? It's pretty unprotected. There's a chance. And the mountains would make it hard for the land units to get back. If this is New Zealand's strategy, it would be incredible. They might actually grab this if they're... I mean, the problem is they have Galeuses. They are terrible at this point. That is ridiculously bad. I assume they have no iron. Which, yeah, in this case, I could get behind giving them some more resources. Problem is, once you, like New Zealand, if you give them more, they're going to have a mine, an oil well, like, there's one resource pretty much per tile. And all of a sudden, you know, they don't have any food. So it becomes... You've got to balance these things. There's a lot to think about. Not that I normally think about them, but, you know. I'm just saying. You've got to think sometimes. Maybe. I don't know. Throw in a lot of words that make it confusing. And who knows who will win. Great Britain. Are they going to take Madrid this turn? Probably not. I don't think they are quite close. Oh, never mind. Spain's dead. that was quickly proven wrong. There we go. Madrid has fallen. Spain is eliminated. Britain, Mali, and the Iroquois now split Iberia down the middle. The three strongest civs probably in the world. That's pretty cool, I guess, that they all sort of meet. With sort of Portugal going to the Iroquois, the south coast going to Mali, and most of it going to the UK. Spain, I mean, Portugal, Poland has got a bit as well. That's set up for a huge war at some point. And oh, I don't think the Congo... I think I said this might happen when it happened. I completely forgot. Mali was at war with the Congo the whole time. So as soon as Benin fell, Mali now borders the Congo and is actually probably going to make an effort now. So now the Congo might be eliminated because Mali... There's a lot of units just in this area. You can see these tanks, anti-air guns. There's atomic bombs if they need to. There's a nuclear sub with a guided missile on it. Congo are up for... They've brought this upon themselves, I guess. They were warned. But yeah, now Benin, the former capital of Benin, very quickly comes under Mali's control. Which again pushes them closer to the Iroquois. Every city counts at this point. The Iroquois haven't really taken anything in a very long time since they took the city of the Corral. I don't get this. Who is doing this? They have to have vision. That's what it can't be Argentina because they trade. The Inca don't really... It can't be the Inca. It must be Brazil's planes, but I swear they need vision. I swear that's how it works. I don't know. Maybe they've got it through something else, but maybe they've got a diplomat in there or something who's just getting a secret code message of when to go hide. Maybe that's what it is. Attila has entered the atomic era. He's still a contender, I guess. He's got some good units, some good technology. So we'll see what he does. The problem is he doesn't really have any options. I mean, even fighting the Khazar doesn't look easy at this point. He has the numbers advantage, but the tiles don't make it particularly easy. So we'll see how that all pans out for them. Processing turn for the Zulu. They doing anything? No, just a few little denouncements here and there. Make things interesting. Okay, fair enough. Oops, sorry, just knocked the mic with my water bottle. Ethiopia piecing out Burundi. Interesting, Burundi still survive. I wonder if someone would spam them with citadels and just leave them there with one tile. That would be pretty harsh. Yeah, that'd be a bit cruel, I guess. Okay, Australia sort of fought them off, but the Chinooks here as well now, which is going to make this not so fun. Can the Congo take Ubini back? They can. You sure you want to press Mali here? You sure? You really sure, Congo, you want to do this? Does not seem like a good idea from my position. Whatever that's worth. I mean, Britain, by the way, are left with a tantalising choice right now. Unless they want to eliminate Sweden, then... Oh, actually, okay, never mind. Russia's here. They could go after Russia and just grab Berlin. But if not, the choice is Poland, Mali, or the Iroquois, or nothing. Obviously, nothing is always an option. We'll see what they do. I'm sure they'll do something. I think they could actually fight the Iroquois. I think they have enough boats that they could defend them. It would be incredible to watch. But there's enough submarines and just variety here that Britain could stop the Iroquois getting over. I don't think they could conquer them or anything crazy, but I think they could prevent them grabbing anything. Maybe, you know, the odd Spanish, you know, coast city does fall. But apart from that, I don't see too much. Mali, re-grab that city. The former Benin capital again. Let's see if they put any more. If they grabbed Mabanza, Congo, that would be a huge game changer. 25 pop. I mean, if they could take out all 3 Congo cities, I'd probably put them, you know, say that puts them on the path to overtake the Iroquois again. They still lead for technology. Problem is they are behind on everything else, which makes it kind of hard to give them the victory. But they are leading for tech. 22% above average, although that's obviously dragged down by me having 0. In fact, I think all the averages will be quite low, because the zeros for me and the Mapuche are still in there for some reason. Don't know why the Mapuche didn't die properly, but whatever. See, this, you introduced me the kill button when I was complaining about things, but what you didn't seem to note was that my method of just killing them manually was more fun, because, you know, just watching warriors get stomped by giant death robots was fun. And it was also more effective, you see. I knew. Korea's still here, I haven't really touched on them. Japan is still throwing submarines at them. I don't know what these submarines are attempting to do. They are just being bombarded for free. Whatever. I mean, if Mongolia was to give them like an attack, they could, you know, the planes could help with the Jar. They could probably do it as well. At this point, I don't know what they're doing in here. This is just a complete horror show of Chinook units pouring towards Australia. We'll see how it all goes down. Ethiopia v Egypt does not matter too much, neither does India. How's Arabia doing? This was a huge war. This city's taking some damage, but for the most part, not too much. India's pushing into Persia, but we'll see if Arabia can defend themselves. And I'm trying to go this way, and the map's taking me the other way. Mercuria, not really doing too much, are they? They've sort of killed the units in the sea. They actually seem worse off than when they begun. Mali could very easily take out the Congo, Songhai and Mercuria. And at that point, I'd be hard done by not to give them first place, I think. That would be a bit harsh on them. Processing turn for the Khazar. You know what, I'm gonna be nice, George. I'm gonna give you a 20-minute episode here, just because one, the turns are gonna end awkwardly. I don't know how I'm gonna do it in the future, but we're gonna end with like a minute to 3 turns in like, I don't know how long it's been, but something like that in like 13 minutes is not great. So I'll go to 20 minutes or whatever it is to get one more turn in. But yeah, I'll try to figure something out in the future, just to make sure these videos are sort of adequate length. Because obviously we're getting down to the point where turns is probably not the best way to judge it. If we're doing 3 an episode. Still, there's been no comments to say go faster. I'm not fishing for them or anything. I'm just saying if people want them, that's all you got to say. And then obviously if you don't want them, respond to that comment, say you don't want it, and then start a chain. That'd be, and then, you know, whoever's winning at the chain at the time that I read it, that's the one that I'll pick, probably. I don't know. I do need to figure something out. It is getting quite slow. But there's a lot going on. It doesn't feel slow, but obviously it is going quite slow, and I understand people probably don't want to watch every last detail, especially when we just stare at the Khazar for about a minute and a half of my complaining. We're actually going to end bang on 15 minutes. Maybe I should just stop. No, I'm joking. I'll do one more to get to 270. Nice round number. That's if Mali doesn't take. Mali is spoiling it for you. If it hits 15 minutes before Mali ends, then I'm going to stop. Oh, it hit 15 minutes 5 seconds ago. I was reading the back of the line, not the front of my audio recording. Okay, 269. We'll do one more turn because there was no episode earlier. I'll make it up for you. I can't do it for the other video that was earlier today because it was already recorded before, because I didn't know what I was trying to do in Civ 6, and that's what wasn't working. So hopefully that will start the weekend, if I can get it to work, or if I can just get an adequate spawn, because it seems like the spawn bias is broken. That's my issue I'm having. I'm trying to play as a very specific Civ, you need a specific tile, or all of their unique abilities are rendered useless, like they don't work for anything else. And for whatever reason, I don't think it's because I've got a certain mod on, it's just not working. At the moment, I'm spawning like nowhere near any of the tiles I need. You know, you should even, obviously it shouldn't just spawn you in the middle of the biggest tundra in the world, but you know, you'd think it would put me near one, or on a map with one, because 2 of the maps didn't have any. I explored the whole thing, just, you know, wasted my time, and there was nothing there. There wasn't even snow at the top. Now, I was on the normal settings, which means that shouldn't happen, but obviously, you know, game just likes to screw me over like that sometimes. I'm progressing through, not too much going on. The Indonesians peace out with Sweden, because that was, of course, the biggest giant event taking over the world. Ooh, and this is the Jar. I don't know if the Chinook are in this as well. I don't think so, because I feel like they would have conquered this by now. But obviously they will be watching, considering whether they should hop in. But yeah, the Jar may end up with Hawaii, which would be interesting. I keep forgetting Japan have these islands, which allows them to at least produce a few more units. And Tokyo is also a massive city, which does help. Where is it? Espionage. I think we can, yeah, let's see what the biggest cities are again. Indonesia, well out in front with Jakarta at 35. Moscow is 32. Warsaw and Sukhothai at 30. Wellington, Donggala, Chinook, Sipiwiniwak of the Hun's capital at 29. A few 28s in Tokyo and London. Stockholm, St. Petersburg, which is the second city on this list. Yangcheng, which I think is the Jar's capital, I'm guessing. Well, obviously it's the Jar. I wasn't sure it was the capital. Yeah, it is. Score-wise, there's the Iroquois leading the way, quite ridiculously. 1,000. 1,000 for the Chinook, 1,300 for Britain. Mali, 1,614. I'm probably just going to use score to give you the top 10 when it gets to the end. I know we've tried to come up with lists, and it has been fun. I will probably just use score so that, like, there's no arguments or anything. I doubt there would be, but you know, just to put it out there. I'm just glad the winners, it's, you know, there's not too many civs competing at the very top. Like, it's probably a 3-horse race for the actual win, unless the Chinook pull off a miracle to drag themselves in, because they're probably solitary 4th as well. City did just fall. I don't know which one. Oh, there it is. The Jar grabbing this island. Hawaii, southern Hawaii. And Mali's turn. Will they keep going? Will they do any damage to the Congo? Doesn't look like it. No. But that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.